I like the
But
way.
yeah, but actually jumping into this man last article, man. It says that Apple could reach $2 trillion.
Speaking of them making all the money,
First thing said Apple market value could reach $2 trillion in one day. That's according to several equity analysts following the shares of the technology giant. John Zalidis, I don't know, president of Quo Vadis Capital, is one of them. Apple Inc. AAPL is currently valued at 1.22 trillion, making it the most valuable U.S. public company.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hey, those are great stats, and they go to show once again, that they doing the right thing business wise. With them being worth $2 trillion,
high margins, man.
Like what?
High margins.
Yeah, like somebody buying a $50,000 Mac Pros, man.
That Apple tax, bro. Okay. Making them trillionaires.
It makes me think, like, okay, when a company gets this big, and I think this is probably something that, well, this is not the first time we've seen anything like this. I know they had the thing with Rockefeller saying he was worth about like $1 trillion, something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we have a company that's in control of this, control of the minds of the people this much, $2 trillion. Like, what do you think that means for? I don't want to take it as big as the world, but it's $2 trillion company. What does that mean to you, Mike?
To me, it means that they got too high. Their margins is too damn high. I feel like at $2 trillion, their influence should be like, I don't know. I might just be like a moralist or something. I might just have like too weird of morals. I'm trying to believe that everybody should have like good intents everywhere. But like at 1.22 at like 1.22 trillion dollars, like they should have more of an impact on society as a whole, not just the best selling product type thing. And that's what kills me is that, like, out of all the money that they got, their real impact is really just that they sell great stuff. Like when it comes to like Google's impact, it's like people are learning shit. When it comes to Facebook's impact, it's like the world is communicating. When it comes to Apple, it's like they just have the best product, and it's like it's not really beneficial for humanity as much. Like if Apple goes away, it's a hella fucking Android phones that will take over the market, and nobody will miss Apple. But if Facebook and or Google goes away or Amazon goes away, people will eventually other companies will eventually take up the market, but like it's going to be a loss. A lot of societies are going to hurt because of those things dying out. Apple, if they die out, nobody's really going to be hurt. Like I don't see anybody really feeling the pain if Apple ever died out as a company.
I think that it's as far as if Apple goes away, the world will continue. But by them amassing, so I was actually trying to Google this quote that I had in my head that I heard before, but it was by the dude. It said it was between 1837 and 1869. Dude John Dalbert Acton said that he's known for the saying, "Power tends to corrupt, and absolute power corrupts absolutely."
Absolutely.
Right. So you think about with them being $2 trillion, it's like they are at a point when they have that much power. If there is, and if they were to lose, if they, it's almost like they have nothing to lose being covertly, what's the word? I just left me, but like I'm almost in the way of being malicious in what they do, but in a way where because they have so much power, what can people actually do about it? You know what I mean? Like if you were to combine, remember we did the article before, they're talking about they worth more than all the energy in the United States, something like that, right? So it's like you have that much power, them being just, people being indoctrinated by it and not, how it always tends to happen that people are kind of taken advantage of when they don't see it, right? That's just what happens. With all these people being indoctrinated with the Apple lifestyle, and they worth this much. Like, what are the things happening behind the scenes, or what are they putting in front of people that really are more so sociopathic that doesn't really serve the people, like the purpose of uplifting the people? I don't want to sound too humanitarian, but again, you worth $2 trillion. What could you possibly like? You just, and almost like you're bound to do something malicious. You're bound to do something that corrupts people.
Yeah, that's like you said, if the fact that they are more profitable, worth more than all of the U.S. energy companies. Like, if any of those U.S. energy companies die out, it's a problem for society. Like,
Right.
things are going down because people are in need of energy. This is really showing that people's wants are more important than people's needs in
Yeah.
society, because Apple is definitely a luxury item, and it's way more profitable than any of these other companies of things that are a necessity. I mean, and they have been able to market things in a way where a non-necessity is treated as such.
It's almost like a part of catering to the human psyche is to give people what they actually don't need to survive, like playing off of people's dreams. And in a sense, you can see it like from I guess, being that you're in sales, kind of like as a like me being in sales and marketing and stuff like that, as a general principle that you don't worry about selling people. You can include what people need, but you need to sell them what they want if you want to stay in business. So you see with other companies before, they've tried to focus on, this is what happens, like things where people are focusing on, the good, of humanity and stuff like that, or trying to do something, like they don't get funded or nothing. Like, but when you playing on people's emotions and like selling people the dream and they buying into it, like it's up to that person who makes the sale if they want to do something in the interest of the person that they have emotional heartstrings that they're pulling. So, I mean, it's a slippery slope that they on, because at the same time, I think they understand what you were saying, Mike. That if they want, if Apple was to disappear, Android would just rise to the top. You know what I mean? Like nothing would happen, and the world would continue. So if they have, I mean, it's almost like if they have everything to lose by them completely disappearing and no one caring, then they're going to continue their ambitions to take over, right?
Yeah, I feel, it's sort of like, since they already know that people underlyingly don't really care about them, they just like, fuck it, we gonna just eat y'all money anyway.
Right, we just gonna keep eating.
We know y'all don't really care, really. Y'all don't want our products. Y'all don't love me. You just love my money.
Yeah, you want the fantasy. And I'm gonna sell you that. I'm gonna show you that. I'm gonna show you the world. I'm gonna show you the world.
And that's basically what it is. I mean, and at that point, it's like, that's why I don't ever feel bad about anything that happens to them on a negative perspective. Oh, they lost a whole bunch of stock. Cool. I mean, like, that's the game they playing. I mean, they not even trying to play another game. I mean, the only thing,
right.
Like they don't hide it. They know Tim Cook don't hide it. Steve Jobs ain't never really hide it. Like, the way he treated the way he treated his daughter, like, I ain't got no daughter.
Right. Crazy.
I mean, but that's how it is.
Yeah, that's we don't people forget that part, but True, man. Let the regular man say that. That man under the jail.
Put him under the jail. What daughter?
Stop playing. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. 15 under the month right now.